The feminine, like the masculine, has many sides to her. And within the aspects of our persona and personality, a little bit deeper than that, are shared archetypes, meaning that they go deeper. First of all, there's a collective unconscious, and these archetypes go deeper than our simple facets of personality. They are traits that are shared in one way or another throughout cultures, and throughout all beings. And so the four main archetypes are, I'm going to go from a feminine perspective, is queen, warrior, magician, and lover. And there are light and dark sides to each of these archetypes. And at any one time, one may, out of necessity or out of our ego playing tricks on us, may be drawn forward to drive the bus. Ideally, our queen and correspondingly our king is the leader of us. She is wise. She's not afraid to be violent if necessary, but it's more of a supervising, like she would supervise the warrior to go do what she had to do. She is the one who really can survey all her lands, light and dark, and make informed decisions accordingly. She is not someone that is bloodthirsty and overachieving and savage, because there's no wisdom in being savage. There's wisdom in being primal. There's wisdom in being in close to your personal native, um, undomesticated nature, hence the title of my channel, Rewild Your World. I think that that kind of grasp on a little bit of our feralness is important, but feralness infused with wisdom. Which brings us to the magician. The magician is amazing. She comes up with absolutely out of the blue ideas. She's creative. She's ambitious, but she can also be incredibly manipulative. She could be manipulative of others. She can trick you. She's amazing at telling those old stories in a new package so they sound very reasonable. That's why a lot of times I say, if your truth is getting really complicated, check it out, because you may not be driving the bus. It may be the magician who's working at ends to get what she wants. And then the warrior is, I feel, an archetype that is not prevalent enough in both men and women, because we are at war. We absolutely are at war. And what's at stake is our very souls. And then by extension, each individual soul, the community soul of humanity is being perpetrated upon. And if you are not growing the ranks of those who are standing up to at least voice their own opinion, even if it's dissent, that's the beauty of particularly our country, is that there's room for the voice of dissent. Um, we need to be in our warrior. Our warrior helps provide us shields. She protects us, and she makes sure that we can cut through the bullshit if necessary. Um, Unchecked, she can turn savage and just start killing for killing's sake. She can spill blood and wreak havoc just for the pure, sheer joy of destruction. She can be Kali Ma. So and you know what? Sometimes it's okay for her to be in charge. Sometimes you need to allow that sacred rage to come forward. And in something destructive, something beautiful is always created. And then the lover. So I feel that a lot of us walk around with a wounded lover. This wounded lover could be a parental wound, a mother wound, a father wound from when we're very young. It can be how we have manipulated others through love and relationships and sex. But it can also be the absolute profound, beautiful mirror in another of what you're looking for. It can contain both that absolutely passionate maternal love and also passionate erotic love. They're all in there, and all aspects of that as well. And what's interesting is you find out how they couple up, lover and warrior, magician and queen. You know, they're always intertwined. They're all part of the same braid. But it's okay if in at that moment one needs to steer the ship, as long as she relinquishes control. I have by turn had my lover steer the bus. I've had my magician 100% in charge. And so I work every day to really get clear at the center of, first of all, my truth, sending out love, easy, right? If you can stay in those two places, you're on the right track. And then hopefully with some wisdom. I really want the queen to take her throne. I used to be like, oh, she's approaching the throne. She's in the throne room. No, she's got to be sitting on that throne. She might feel a little deflated at first, but the straighter her shoulders and the longer she sits there, the more she will feel worthy of it. So that's what has come up for me today. A little bit, a trip through all the archetypes. And I will see you tomorrow.